Living loss. That's the definition of we as grandparents are going through when we lose contact with our grandbabies because of adult childhood estrangement. There are so many factors that come into play as far as how it evolves. It could be a family conflict. It could be generational disconnect where we just can't keep up with our progressive adult children and their spouses, and we have unknowingly triggered them, and instead of talking it out, they choose to use the grandchildren as pawns, not only to punish the grandparents, but inadvertently it is punishing the grandchildren, their own children. They may feel that they are social justice warriors and they're using their protective boundaries. Never mind the fact that the majority of us, we helped raise the grandchildren. We were there for the first birthdays, the first day of school, recitals, and maybe at times we had our adult estranged children or child and their spouse. We provided a roof over their heads and our grandbabies, because that's what we do. Is there a desire to reconnect? No, there's not. As I have said many times, this is a power play. So what are we experiencing right now that we are crashing into the Thanksgiving holidays? We've got ambiguous grief. The loss is ongoing, guys. Ongoing. Because we have not had closure. And most of the time, it's invisible to others. I've chosen to speak out, and I'm going to continue to speak out, because I feel like that so many grandparents need a voice of advocacy and a voice of, hey, I feel your pain. I do daily. We feel isolated, shamed, like, how do we share this with anybody? It's so embarrassing. We should feel no shame. No shame at all. We did our best. We did our best with the tools that we had at the time when we were raising our adult children. Hopefully someday they will think back when their children are older at just what we did to sacrifice, because we love them. Probably right now, a lot of us are fighting depression and we're fighting anxiety, and that's to be acknowledged. We should feel it, but then we need to move on. We need to seek support groups. I love this platform because I'm here and I would love hearing and responding to your stories. We need to focus on self-care, diving into our hobbies, connecting with friends who reciprocate and love us. And we need to continue to have patience, empathy, and an open door. Especially if we have faith in our hearts. I am thinking of all of you this Thanksgiving.
Another holiday's passed, and I'm sitting here wondering if my grandkids even know I was thinking about them today. Wondering if they even know how much they are loved. That's the pain nobody prepares you for. Not just missing the holiday, missing the chance to be part of their memories. The laughs, the hugs, the little moments you can never ever get back. And what hurts the most is knowing some grandparents did not choose this. Some of us would have shown up every single time. Some of us would have spoiled those babies, prayed for those babies, protected those babies with everything we had. But somewhere along the way, adults started fighting and the children became collateral damage. Now, another holiday is gone. Another memory happened without you in it. Another day of staring at pictures instead of making moments. And people will tell you to just move on, like you're grieving a bad friendship. No. You're grieving living people. You're grieving time you cannot replace. You're grieving relationships that should have never been broken in the first place. So if your heart feels heavy today because you miss your grandkids, I need you to know you are not crazy for hurting. You are not weak for crying. And you are not alone in this fight. Still standing, even with pieces of your heart missing. I want to tell all the grandparents and the mothers out there today, make sure you have a happy Mother's Day.